You know the biggest difference between the man you are right now and the man you want to be? It doesn't have anything to do with discipline or motivation. I would argue even effort is not important as this. It is the lies that you tell yourself in the mirror. When you wake up and it is dead quiet and it's just you in the mirror, or before you go to work and you look at yourself in the mirror, what are the lies that you keep telling yourself? And until you start telling yourself the truth and you stop lying to yourself, nothing is going to change. Absolutely nothing. Welcome to the Fire and Iron Show. My name is Reggie, and this podcast is all about helping you to stop drifting and to start fighting, to start leading, to help men go from where they are right now and feel like they're stuck in this mode and put passion back in their lives. So if you've seen, this is our 8th episode. So go check out the other ones. We had a little bit of a hiatus, not going to lie about that, but we're back, we're committed, and we're on track, and we're on fire for not only this podcast, because this is going to be a 2-part podcast, but the mission that we're on, the mission that I'm on to help men to stop drifting and to start fighting. Now, today, again, we're going to get uncomfortable. We're going to talk about things that are, you're going to be upset with yourself. And you're going to have to challenge yourself. But this is the work that we need to do. This is the type of episode that you're going to save and you're going to refer back to. And if you choose, this could be a pivotal moment in your life, in your family's life, that you can look back onto and say, this was a dividing line. Because today we're talking about the accountability mirror. Now, this, like I said, this is a 2-part series. Now, this first one, we're going to diagnose the problem. We're going to expose the lies that you're telling yourself. And then next episode 9, is we're going to give you the how-to, the fix-it, and what to do moving forward. But first, we've got to be honest with ourselves, okay? And I'm getting all of this from David Goggins' book. If you haven't read it, Can't Hurt Me. It's a great book, and he talks about a concept called the accountability mirror, okay? The accountability mirror. Now, you probably have heard of David Goggins. He went from, overweight, like 300 pounds. He was broke. He was working as an exterminator, killing cockroaches and going house to house and doing all this stuff, to becoming a Navy SEAL, an Army Ranger, an ultra marathon, mega viral, the stay hard, who's going to carry the boats, just a crazy man. But this one tactic, the accountability mirror, he attributes everything to this discipline, to this way to help him. It wasn't a motivational speech. It wasn't him becoming a SEAL and going through buds and all the different things that he does. No, he says the accountability mirror was my turning point. So this is what he did. He has a mirror, and he put post-it notes all over it. And they had things that he would tell himself over and over, and the lies that he would be telling himself. Things like, you're lazy, you're undisciplined, you're 300 pounds and you're okay with it. You're a quitter. You keep quitting on yourself and your future and your goals. You don't finish projects. And he would have them all over his mirror, because the mirror wouldn't let him hide. Because most people make excuses for themselves on why they are where they are in life. They come up with, all the things. I'll start tomorrow. I'm overweight because, it's because I can't afford good food, or I don't run because I don't have time. I don't work out because I don't like going to the gym, or I just, whatever excuse you want to make, it will work. But the mirror, this accountability mirror, is the one thing that can turn everything around for you. And maybe you're not lying to yourself about everything, but there are things in your life that you are lying to yourself about. And you know it. I don't know what it is, but you do. And that's what we're going to go after today. Because that could be the thing that is holding you back. That is the thing that is keeping you from catapulting and becoming the man that you want to be, the man that your wife deserves to have, the man that your kids need to see and look up to. That is what we're after today. We are here to make it uncomfortable. And that's what this podcast is all about, is getting uncomfortable. Because there is a better version, a more authentic person of who you are inside of you. And we are here to pull that out. So let's dive into this a little bit. The 5 lies that you tell yourself. I tell myself too. Listen, I'm in this boat with you. I am not perfect by any stretch, if you know me. Because I tell myself this a lot. And truth be told, with this podcast, I had a hiatus. And I was like, oh, I need to get it going again. And I'll start later. I'll start later. And I just kept putting it off. I kept putting it off and waiting until the perfect time until I got to the point where it's like, what am I doing? Honestly, what am I doing here? It's no more, I'll start the diet on Monday. It's no more, I'll, hit the gym on, next week. I'll wait till the new year. Guess what? January's almost over. It is literally almost over. How are you doing? And again, I'm speaking to myself just as much as I'm speaking to you. Because you've been saying that you're going to be getting started on something or start a project, or I'm going to start losing weight. I'm going to start reading. I'm going to start going to church. I'm going to start this business. I'm going to start this side hustle, whatever it is. You've been saying that for far too long, because I've said that for far too long. Because Monday or next week or whatever is not coming. Now, it is going to happen because that's the way time works. But that Monday, there's nothing special about starting on a Monday. It is a procrastination mindset that you have, that the future is going to be better, that the future you is going to be somehow way more disciplined than the current you. But the truth is, it's still you. There's nothing special about January 1st as opposed to December 13th. There is nothing special about it. You have to make the choice. You have to stop pretending that the future you is going to be better, more prepared, and everything else. The only way the future you is better or more prepared is if today you starts preparing, if today you starts reading, starts thinking about the different ideas of how you're going to implement your business, starts coming up with how am I going to get this on this weight loss journey or whatever it is. That is the only way it's going to happen. You've got to draw a line in the sand. I'm done settling. I'm done with mediocrity. And when you look at yourself in the mirror, be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself and say, you know what? I've accepted this. I've accepted mediocrity. I've accepted average. I've lied to myself. I've lied to my kids. I've lied to my wife, whatever. I need to stop this. And I'm going to stop this today. The bottom line with all of that is you cannot fix what you do not think is broken. And that is the crux of it all. You have to admit that you are broken, that you have come up short, and now you're ready to fix it. The second lie, it's not my fault. I've been here before. Hey, it's not my fault. When I got a divorce, it was her. Everybody around me, oh, don't know what she's missing. Oh, if she was different, if this circumstance didn't happen, if whatever. Now, I'm not saying that it's 100% my fault, and I'm not saying it's 100% her fault. What I'm saying is I'm taking responsibility for I had to take responsibility for my part. I have got to take responsibility because that's when I can start changing. That's when I can start moving forward. Even if your wife or significant other or whatever, even if they cheated on you, even if they left you, even if they did all this bad stuff to you, you still had a part in it. Maybe you checked out emotionally. Maybe you stopped leading. Maybe you were turning into a nice guy, just people pleasing everyone, and she lost respect for you. You have got to look internally to figure out what happened, what is my role in it, what is her role in it, and how do I move forward? Because to some degree, you are responsible. I don't care if it's 10%. You still have 10% ownership, and you have 10% of the blame and the responsibility there. And when you can truly admit that and stop pointing outward and start pointing inward, that's when change can happen. And that's when growth can occur. Lie number 4, you deserve a break. This is a big one. Listen, I know you work hard. I get it. I do. I truly get the understanding of working hard. I work a lot. I have this podcast. I want to get coaching launched. I want to get, this business launched, and I want to get this going. And there's times I'm just like, dude, I just don't want to do anything. I deserve a break. So you skip going to the gym because you know what? I've been working hard and I deserve to sleep in. You order takeout because you're like, dude, I've been eating healthy and I've been good. You scroll, Instagram or Facebook or TikTok for 2 hours because it's like, I just need to check out. My brain is fried right now. Or maybe you just binge watch something on Netflix or you play video games. I'm not saying those things are bad, okay? Hear me on this. I'm not saying those things are bad. What I'm saying is, if that's stopping you and that starts becoming your regular go-to of release of like, hey, this is what I'm going to do, you didn't deserve it. That's not a break. By definition, that is a part of your lifestyle. If that is a regular thing that you work and then check out, how is that fair to your family? You've been gone all day. They need you. Men, we need to be present in our kids' lives. And again, I'm not saying you can't be on your phone. You can't watch Netflix. You can't, order out or skip the gym or whatever. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that should be the exception, not the rule. So take a self-audit. Like, where are you doing this at? Audit yourself. Are you zoning out because you deserve it? Because Goggins would argue against that. He would say you don't deserve a break. You haven't earned it. Here's a good litmus test. You want a break, then go earn it, okay? 90 days of discipline first. Be disciplined for 3 months. The rest of January, because we're not starting in February, okay? So you get a week in January or so, and then February, March, April. Don't take a day off. Be disciplined. Be focused. Be laser focused on what you want and go after it. And then come at me with, I deserve a break. We'll talk then, okay? Because real self-care is doing the hard things that makes you better. That is the true self-care. Number 5, the lie that you tell yourself is tomorrow will be different. And I kind of hinted at this at the beginning. This is the ultimate lie. The ultimate lie. Tomorrow, I'll wake up motivated. Tomorrow, I'll feel like doing it. Tomorrow, everything will just be fine. It doesn't work that way. Trust me. because tomorrow you is just today you with the experiences that you have. So how are you going to be more motivated today or tomorrow to do something when you sat on your butt all day and you didn't do anything, or you didn't read your book, or you didn't journal, or you didn't hang out with your wife, or you weren't present with your kids, or any of that? How is that going to motivate you to do something tomorrow that you could have done today? It doesn't make any sense. It's this false pretense that tomorrow is the day, but you're the same person. You have the same thought process. You have the same undisciplined mindset. You have the same I'll do it tomorrow mindset. And then tomorrow becomes the next day, becomes the next week, becomes the next month, becomes 6 months from now, becomes a year from now, becomes 5 years from now, becomes a decade from now, and it never happens. And trust me, there will come a time in your life that you're looking back. I can do this now. I'm 43. I can look back and say, what in the actual hell did I do in my 30s? What did I do in my 20s? What can I point to? What was so important that I couldn't be disciplined in this area or that area? Why couldn't I start building something then instead of watching something on Netflix, scrolling on my phone, doing whatever? Because I've told myself time and time and time and time again that tomorrow I'll be better. Tomorrow I'll be different. Tomorrow. No more. Today. You become a different person by making different choices. And that starts with today, right now. Because the reality of the situation is, if you don't change something today, you're not going to change it tomorrow. Tomorrow's a myth, okay? Don't fall for the lies. All you have is today. So this is my challenge to you, okay? This is my challenge. This week, and yes, I mean this week, not next week, not next Monday, not when you feel like it, this week. I want you to stand in front of your mirror, okay? Leave your phone in the kitchen. Go to the bathroom. No distractions. It's just you and the mirror. Mano y mano. Ask yourself 3 questions, okay? These 3 questions is what I want you to ask yourself. What lie am I telling myself right now? I don't want you to overthink it, because the first thing that pops in your mind is probably the thing. If you're like me, you're going to analyze it. What lie am I telling myself right now? Number 2, what am I avoiding that I need to face? What am I avoiding that I need to face? A conversation, maybe it's a decision, maybe it's a choice that you need to make, whether you're with someone and commit more, maybe you need to commit less to someone or a business or whatever it is. I don't know. What is it that you have been avoiding that you need to face? Question number 3. What one thing will I do today that the old me would have avoided? What is the one thing that me today, I'm choosing to be a different person than I was yesterday. I'm not waiting for the future me. I am choosing to be who I am today. What is one thing that the old me procrastinated on, avoided, or whatever? What is one thing that I can do today to make a difference? Again, we're not doing this tomorrow. Today, right after you finish this episode, what can you do today? Write your answers down. Don't just think of them. Don't just think of them. Don't put them on your phone because, again, you don't have your phone nearby. No distractions. Write them down. Write them down. And then do that thing. Do number 3's answer before you go to bed. Before the day is over, do that thing. This isn't therapy, okay? This isn't, journaling for the sake of journaling and, whatever. This is accountability. And this is exactly what I think people need in life. Far too many times we get stuck on an island in our heads and everything else. How do I know this? Because I do it. I'm in the thick of it just like you. This is accountability. You are making a promise to yourself and you're going to keep it today. Because that's how you can rebuild trust with yourself. That's how you rebuild confidence. That's how you rebuild aura. Okay? That's how you rebuild it. That's how you stop drifting and you start taking action by one truth, one action, one day at a time. And you stack them, and you stack them, and you stack them, and you stack them. And that's how you do it. All right. So you've exposed the lie, okay? We've exposed the lie. You've admitted the truth, and you've taken that one action today. So what's next? Well, episode 9, next episode. We're going deeper, okay? I'm giving you the exact system to rebuild trust with yourself when you've broken every promise you've made, okay? What system needs to be in place to help you to get from where you are to where you need to be? I'm here for you, okay? The real issue is exactly that, is how do we do it? You have the desire now. We've exposed the lies. We've admitted the truth. And now let's start moving forward. Because trust me, I get it. You don't trust yourself anymore. You've quit too many diets. You've written down too many goals that you've never accomplished. And, you've even said, hey, this will be different. This time will be different. Way too many times. And it just hasn't worked for you. And I get it because I've been there. But trust me, come along with me in this journey. I'm right beside you. Reach out to me, send me a message. Make sure you go check out fireironshow.com. Check out the other episodes. Check us out on all the socials at Fire Iron Show, at Fire Iron Show. So now, when you make a promise to yourself, we have the framework to combat that and to give yourself a little bit of confidence, and come back next episode and we'll put together the whole package. So this is Fire and Iron Show. Stop lying to yourself. Go back, listen to this episode again. Do the accountability mirror, okay? There's a reason why a dude can go from where David Goggins was to where he is right now. Now, has he put in a lot of work? 1,000% yes. But again, he attributes everything to the accountability mirror, because all of that training, all of that discipline, all of that pain and hurt and everything that he's put himself through would not have happened if it not for that accountability mirror. So admit the truth and do something about it. Come back for episode 8, and I'll see you then.